Hello everyone, my name is Ben Jamin from Jamin Studios, and I hope you're all having a good day. In the last episode, we created our little guard here, and this is a continuation of actually making it. So we're going to have him deal damage and be squashed by our player if he gets jumped on top of him. So if you like today's video, please like it down below. If you like the stuff that I do here, please think about subscribing to my channel. And if you have any comments, concerns, or questions, please leave them down below. So let's just jump right into it. We got to go over to our guard scene on the left over here. We made this in our last episode. And I'm now actually going to explain why we have its collision shape smaller than what it looks like, which is actually why we're going to do this. So we are going to create our area 2D. And we're going to call this one our side checker. Create a collision shape to the child of that, and this collision shape we're going to make it a rectangle. Now, we'll make sure pixel snapping's on. Now we actually are going to extend this collision shape farther out than the collision of our guard here. That looks about good. Right there. So this is going to check to see if our player has entered its area. If it has, then we want this one to deal damage. So we want to make sure that the area 2D is only looking at the player and not anything else. So we want to go to our area 2D that we named side checker, come over to collision, and it's not going to be on a layer, but we're going to make it look for our player. So we are going to have no highlighted boxes in our layer, and then in our mask collision, we're just going to highlight the player. We're going to save that, and we're going to do this 2 more times. We're going to get another area 2D, name this one to be top checker, get another collision shape on this, and then we're going to get one more called bottom checker. Oh, wait. Bottom checker. The reason we want a bottom checker is because our guards can actually go and fall off a cliff, and maybe it landed on you as it fell and hit you. So that's why we're going to have a bottom checker down here. We're going to add a collision shape to this guy and have it stick out the bottom. Now this one is going to be thinner than the one above. That looks just fine. And we want to make sure that the collision shape or the collision layers and masks is the exact same as the side checker and top checker. Those should be the same. And we're going to add just one more rectangle to this. And that should be it for our collisions. We do have to do one more thing now, and that is to connect the signals to our guards. So we're going to go to body enter as our signal, and I've already made this in the script, so if you need to pause the video, please do so right now. Then the top checker, going to be body entered as well. Now I want to actually copy and paste the function that we have here on side checker body entered. I want to copy that and make it create the signal from the bottom checker and actually connect it to the exact same function, because they will do the exact same thing. So we're going to connect those two up right there. Now, as you can see, with our top checker, so this is when the player actually lands on the guard. So we want it to either play a scene. I don't have a scene actually created, so instead I'm just going to make him a little more smushed. I've only created 1 frame of this to where he looks smushed. Then we want to stop the body from moving, because he will actually continue to move around squash if we don't set this to 0. And then right here, oh, I forgot one more, to put bottom checker set. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, oh, I forgot one more, to put bottom checker set. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we want to set the bottom checker to 0. And then right here, we collision mass 1 to false. So right here, we are getting rid of all of those boxes that we just highlighted. Every single one of them. The guard right here, he is on the layer of the enemy, and he's looking for the environment and the player. While the side checkers don't have a layer, but they are looking for players. All these checkers are doing that. And we want to make sure that they are not doing that when we get hit, so that they're not interacting with anything else besides the environment. Only the body will interact with the environment. That'll be the only thing it will do once it's squashed. I do also have unhighlighted, a commented out function right here that our body is going to do, and which is in the player script. So that's why we are going to leave this out, as we do not have this created just yet. And we also have it down here for the side and bottom checker function right there. And this one's just a simple take damage function that we send through if the body has it and our player does have the method take damage. So we're going to save this. Now we're actually going to uncomment these because I have created these functions already. And the ouch one is actually going to send in the position that it's at. So we're going to save this, go into our player scene, our player script, I mean, and you can see the functions right here, bounce and ouch, which is what we created. So when we actually jump onto our guard, we're going to bounce away from it. And if we actually get hit by our guard, we want to deal damage, but we also want it to bounce away from the guard and give us a little bit of speed so we actually get away from the guard, so we don't just constantly be getting hit by the guard. And we're going to show that we did get hit by changing the color of our sprite of our player, and we're going to change it back with a timer, just back to normal right there. So let's save this and let's run it, see if it works. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Well, that did not work, but I know why it didn't work. We have to go into our player scene. I forgot to add in the color timer. So we want to make sure that we have a child that's a timer, and let's call it the color timer. Then connect the signal timeout to the player script, and now we should be good to go. So yeah. So we get hit, we bounce away, and we turn red as well. Now, he did get squashed, so we would have to go in and modify all of these collision layers, or the area 2Ds, their collision shapes, so that it doesn't happen when he gets hit. He doesn't bounce away, or when the player gets hit, he bounces up and away, that the guard doesn't get squashed. That's basically what we have to do. But unfortunately, it's not going to be that so simple. I'll fix it another time. I'll fix it later. But that's basically how you would fix the problem if you see it here. So thank you for watching and sticking around to the end of this video. I'm Ben Jamin from Jamin Studios.